lesson. Last time we looked at the verbs in the various forms, and today we're going to look around the verbs be and have in the present tense. Well, in the present tense, the verb be is generally expressed with a unique form, ni, which corresponds to English forms am, are, is, or it is, as in the example below. However, the form ni, which is be, is limited to the expression of an attribute or status, and which in the present tense, and which only is in the present tense. Other forms of the verb are used in the expression of other tenses and functions, such as the notion of location or presence stroke existence. An example: baba ni mwalimu. Baba ni mwalimu. Baba ni mwalimu. Baba is father. Ni means is. Mwalimu, it means a teacher. So baba ni mwalimu. That means father is a teacher. We can also say baba na mama ni walimu. Baba na mama ni walimu. Baba is father. Mama is mother. Na is and. Ni is are in plural. Walimu means teachers. The plural of mwalimu. Mwalimu is teacher. Walimu are teachers. The next one, sasa ni asubuhi Ulaya. Sasa ni asubuhi Ulaya. Sasa is now, the time that we are now currently. Ni means it is in this present now. Asubuhi, which means morning. Ulaya means in Europe. Now it is morning in Europe. Additionally, the verb have in the present tense expressed with the conjunction na preceded by a subject pronoun. Example: ni, it can be I. A, which can be he or she. Tu is where. Wa means they, which are for the animates as shown in the example below. Nina, number 13, Nina mtoto. Nina mtoto. Nina means I have. I have. Mtoto is a child. Child. Nina mtoto, which means I have a child. The next one, tuna darasa. Tuna darasa. Tuna means we. We. Like we have, sorry, we have. We have. We have, which is like the same as saying tuko na darasa. Tuko na darasa, which you can subtract this to, which can subtract this ko and just add this tu na instead of tuko na. You say tuko na. Even in the example above, you can say niko na mtoto, but the best way to put it in a simple way is nina mtoto. Tuko na darasa, which you can also, the way it was, tuna darasa, we have a class. Class is darasa in Swahili. The next one, mwalimu ana watoto. Mwalimu ana watoto. Mwalimu, remember we said is a teacher. Ana means has, because it's in plural. Watoto are children. watoto, which is mtoto in singular for a child. The next one, watoto wana mpira. Watoto wana mpira. Watoto are children. Watoto are children. Wana means have, like they have. Wana. Mpira. Mpira is a ball. A ball. So, watoto wana mpira. Watoto wana mpira, which means the children have a ball. The children have a ball. The next one, we're going to look at the application exercises. In this example, read aloud and rewrite the sentences in the plural or in the singular. The conjugated verbs are underlined. Translate your own sentence into English. Mjomba anapenda watoto sana. Mjomba anapenda watoto sana. Translate that into English. The second one. Msichana amekataa kusoma leo. Msichana amekataa kusoma leo. The next one. Mwalimu anapenda sana kucheka. Mwalimu anapenda sana kucheka. The next one. Wanafunzi wanaanza kuandika sasa. Wanafunzi wanaanza kuandika sasa. The next one. Mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. Mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. The next one. Jana watoto walishindwa kuchora. Jana watoto walishindwa kuchora. The next one. Wavulana walicheza mpira. Wavulana walicheza mpira. Check to see whether you got the answers right. In the exercise, we are told to read aloud and rewrite the sentence in the plural or in the singular. Conjugated verbs are underlined. Translate your own sentences into English. So supposingly, you just decided just to translate the sentence, right? You are told to just maybe translate the sentence, but put it in English. So, example number 1, mjomba anapenda watoto sana. Mjomba anapenda watoto sana. Mjomba is uncle. Anapenda means loves, something which is ongoing. Watoto is children. Sana is very much. So the whole sentence should read, uncle loves children very much. The next one is, msichana amekataa kusoma leo. Msichana amekataa kusoma leo. Msichana means the girl, like a girl, but it's specific about a certain girl, so that's why you put the article there. Amekataa means has refused. Has refused is something that has, like, she's refused not long time ago, like in maybe some minutes that has passed or something like that. Kusoma is to study. To study is a verb, to study. Leo is today. So the whole English, msichana, the whole sentence, msichana amekataa kusoma leo should read, the girl has refused to study today. The next one, mwalimu anapenda sana kucheka. Mwalimu anapenda sana kucheka. Mwalimu is teacher, but the sentence is referring to a certain teacher, so that's why we have the teacher. Anapenda is loves. Kucheka is to laugh, is a verb. To love is kucheka. The next one, a lot or very much, is sana. So the teacher loves to laugh a lot is mwalimu anapenda sana kucheka, or you can also say kucheka sana. The next one, wanafunzi wanaanza kuandika sasa. Wanafunzi wanaanza kuandika sasa. Wanafunzi is students in plural. Students, there is an S. If it's just one student, it's mwanafunzi. Since a particular students, say the students. Wanaanza. Wanaanza. Anza means to start or to begin. Wanaanza are starting. Wana. This is for plural. Wana are starting. To write is kuandika. To write is kuandika. Sasa is now. So the students are starting to write now is wanafunzi wanaanza kuandika sasa. The next sentence was mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. Mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. Mvulana is boy. So a certain boy or specific boy should be the boy. Atacheza. Ata is something that will be done later. Ata, that is why we have will. Cheza is play. Play is cheza. Kidogo is a little. Kidogo, a little. Kesho is tomorrow. Tomorrow. So the sentence, the boy will play a little tomorrow, is mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. Mvulana atacheza kidogo kesho. The next one, jana watoto walishindwa kuchora. Jana watoto walishindwa kuchora. Jana is yesterday. Watoto is children. But since we're dealing with specific children, we say the children. Walishindwa means they were not able. Shindwa is not able. Not able. Li means it's something that is done like in the past. That is why we have jana. Wa is to show the plural because it's watoto instead of mtoto. So walishindwa. Kuchora is to draw. To draw. So the sentence, yesterday the children failed to draw, or jana watoto walishindwa kuchora, is the other way around. Jana watoto walishindwa kuchora, which is yesterday the children failed to draw or were not able to draw. Maybe we can just replace this. Were not able. Were not able to draw. The last one was wavulana walicheza mpira. Wavulana walicheza mpira. Wavulana is boys, coming from the word mvulana. Mvulana. Instead of this, you put M for maize or anything. Mvulana. But since it's wavulana, is boys. Walicheza. Cheza is to play or pray. Play. Display. Since it's li means something in the past. Li. Like yesterday or the day before or last week or last month, last year, last decade. Wa comes from the word, the prefix of plural of wavulana. Remember ngeli of hour. Walicheza, they played. Mpira is ball or soccer. So wavulana walicheza mpira should be the boys played soccer or football. Welcome to the personal pronouns. Today we're going to look at the different types of personal pronouns. In among personal pronouns, Swahili distinguishes 6 contrastive pronouns. That is mimi, which is me, wewe, which is you in singular, yeye, which is him or her, sisi, which is us, nyinyi, which is you in plural, and wao, which is them. As seen previously, Swahili verbs also use a subject pronoun that indicates the subject of the verb. These prefixes correspond to the English subject pronouns ni, which is I, u, which is you, a, which is he or she, tu, which is we, mu, which is you, like or, like in plural, and wa, which is they. In addition, Swahili verbs may include an object pronoun that serves as an object or complement to the verb. The Swahili object pronouns ni, ku, mu, tu, wa, and any and wa correspond to the English object pronouns me, you, him or her, us and you in plural, and them. We will also observe that the object pronoun for you or is in 2 parts, that is, includes the prefix wa and the suffix any. The prefix mu, the subject pronoun your, object pronoun him or her also is generally realized as m before consonant and optionally as mwa before vowel, depending on the speaker. The table below will summarize the correspondence between the different types of personal pronouns, including the 6 possessive pronouns on the right. We have the Swahili personal pronouns. Then we have persons on the left side. We have the first person, which is singular, second person singular, third person singular. Then we have first person plural, second person plural, and third person plural. On this we have the contrastive pronouns, we have the subject pronoun, object pronoun, and possessive pronouns. In first singular, or the first person is, which is me, in Swahili is mimi, mimi. The subject pronoun of mimi is ni. The object pronoun of first singular is also ni, which has prefix and suffix. Then possessive pronoun of first person is angu, which means mine or mine. In the second person, which is singular, we have wewe, which is you. In the subject pronoun is u, like you, means you did something and this and this. The object pronoun is ku, which is also you on singular. Then possessive pronoun is ako, ako, like yako, zako, wako, which means your or yours. Then we have the third person singular, which is him or her in English. In Swahili is yeye. In the subject pronoun is a, he or she. The object pronoun should be mu or for him or her. The possessive pronoun of the third person is ake, yake, which is like yake, zake, pake, etc. Then we have the first person plural, which is sisi, like me and you, which is us, sisi. In the subject pronoun, tu, which is we did this, like tu, right? The object pronoun is still tu, which is us. Then the possessive pronoun is etu, which is our or ours. In the second person plural of wewe should be nyinyi, which is you all, like plural. In the subject pronoun is of you or is mu. The object pronoun is wa, and then any at the very end. Then we have possessive pronoun, which is enu, which is your or yours or. Then we have the third person plural, which is wow, like them. In the subject pronoun is wa, which is they. The object pronoun wa, which is them, and possessive pronoun of our, which is their or theirs, like wow, pow, etc. The segment order within the Swahili verb is fixed, with the subject pronoun appearing first, followed by the tense marker, then by the object pronoun, which comes just before the verb stem. In other words, the position of a given segment within the verb determines its function. This is shown with the following example in 1a, which is to, which is the subject, and wa is the object. In 1b, wa is the subject and to is the object as first. An example of this is tuna waona. Tuna waona. Tuna waona means we see them. We see them. We see them too. Which is like as, we are seeing. Then na is like something that is in the like in the present or ongoing. Ona is to see, and wa are like the plural of the many people that we sing. Wa ona, which is them. Then we can also say wanatuona. Wanatuona, like just reversing the whole thing. Wanatuona. Wanatuona means we are being seen too, as wa means they are seeing us. The contrastive pronouns mentioned in the first paragraph above are optionally used in Swahili to draw the contrast between the subject or the object of a given verb with other verb, persons, or object. The contrastive pronouns used in Swahili are similar to those used in French, for instance, moi or toi, etc., as the latter also serve to emphasize as subject pronouns, je or tu or etc., or an object pronoun, me, te, etc. English emphasizes subject and object pronouns with an emphatic accent rather than with a contrastive pronouns. In the following Swahili and French examples, the contrastive pronouns are written bold. The verbal pronouns with emphatic accent in the English glosses are underlined. I don't know how to read French. I'll be very clear with you, but I'll do this in Swahili. Mimi ninasoma. The next is wewe unaandika. Mimi ninasoma, wewe unaandika, which mimi, like me, ninasoma, I read, like this is ni means the first person, soma is read, and na means the first person. Then we have wewe, which is you, u, which is the prefix of the second person, you. Una means the subject is ongoing, the verb is ongoing, then andika is to write. So this means I read, then you write, right? The next one, ananitaka mimi. Ananitaka mimi. A means he or she. It can be he or she. Na means the present moment. Nitaka. Taka is to want. Alright? Mimi is me. This is he or she wants me in the present moment. In this text, the term pronoun is used to refer to different elements that may stand for a noun that is based on the function rather than their form, or the fact that they are attached or not to another element. Other studies on Swahili or other Bantu languages may use the term subject prefix or object prefix to refer to the items in Table 3 based on the fact that they are prefixed to the verb. The verb's subject marker or object marker may be encountered as well. Regarding the form of the object pronoun seen in the table, the vowel is generally maintained before a stem vowel, as shown by tunawaona and tunawaona and wanatuona in the example above. As noted before, the object pronoun mu, which is him or her, is optionally realized as mu before a vowel depending on the speaker. A consultation of Swahili's pages available online suggests that their variation is less frequent before the vowels u, o, and e. This may be phonetically motivated as the vowels e, u are pronounced with a relatively closed mouth, and both u and o are pronounced with rounded lips. We have different examples here which we're going to see. Tuna mualika. Tuna mualika or tuna mualika. Tu means we. Tuta mualika, tuta mualika or tuta mualika. Tu is we. Ta means later, like a moment later, not now. Mualika is invite, but a is you. Tutamualika, tutamualika, which is him or her. Tutamualika. So in this, tutamualika means we will, for this, invite him or her. Alright? We can say tutamuuliza, tutamuuliza or tutamuuliza, which means we will ask him. We will ask him. The next one is anamuiga, anamuiga or anamuiga. This means he or she is imitating him or her. The next one, tunamtaka, tunamtaka. Na means the present moment. Mtaka means him. Taka means want. So we want him, or we can also we want her. Alright? The next one is tunampenda. Tunampenda. Penda is love. Is him, represent him. So we like him, like in the present moment. We might hate him later, but for now we like him. That is how it means. As shown in 6 below, the object pronoun your is expressed by using the prefix wa with suffix any. Depending on the speaker, this double construction is optionally reduced to the simple prefix wa, as in 6b, which is later below, or replaced with the prefix ku, used with the suffix any, as in 6c. This is wanawatakeni. Wanawatakeni. Wanawatakeni means they, this is for they want. Want is taka, but since we can say taka any, the I is reduced to any, which means you all, right? And na means the present moment, so it will be wanawatakeni, means they want you, or they want you, all of you. The same thing can be wanawataka. Wanawataka means they want you, or the same, like they want you, that you in plural. The next one is wanakutakeni. Wanakutakeni. Wanakutakeni, which means they want you, or wanakutakeni. Importantly, the possessive pronoun shown in the table 3.1 or D use agreement prefix that vary according to the type of pronouns they refer to. Nouns that prompt the use of similar agreement prefix are considered to belong to the same class. For example, the prefixes wa, seen in 7 below refer to the nouns for human beings and animals known as the animate class, such as mtoto, watoto, which is child or children, and mbwa or mbwa, which is dogs or dog. Similarly, the ez prefix are used to refer to a class of nouns for non-animates that look the same in singular and plural, such as nchi or nchi, which is country or countries, or nyumba or nyumba, which is house or houses. 7. Mtoto wangu, which is my child. Wangu. Then the plural of it is watoto wetu. Watoto wetu, which is our children. The next one is mbwa wako. Mbwa wako, which is your dog. Your dog. Mbwa wenu, which is your dog, like in plural. Wenu. Because if it was you in plural, it would be mbwa wako still. And the mbwa, since the plural is still mbwa, will be mbwa. So mbwa wako. The next one, nchi yangu. Nchi yangu is my country. The plural is nchi zetu, which is nchi zetu, our countries. Superficially, the singular prefix wo and the plural prefix wa that refer to the nouns for animates appear as wo before a stem that begins with a vowel. Similarly, the prefix e and z surface as e and z before our vowel due to restrictions on vowel sequence in some position within a word. As we will see in languages note, we will present the Swahili noun class system in detail. The base forms as wa and easy are primarily realized in other context. Though referring to human beings, kinship and other cross relationship terms that look the same in singular and plural prompt the use of easy prefix among personal possessive pronouns angu, ako, ake, etu, enu, or ao. This is the case for baba, baba, which is father, fathers, shown in the example below, but also for terms like ndugu or ndugu, which is relative or relatives, or rafiki or rafiki, which is friends or friends. Example, baba yangu, which is my father, baba zetu, which means our fathers, our fathers. To express a possessive relationship between two nouns, the conjunction a of for is used. The conjunction generally varies, like the personal possessives as shown in the following example. Nyumba ya Juma, which means Juma's house. Literally, is the house of Juma. Nyumba yake, which means his house. Nyumba yake. The next example is nyumba za Juma. Nyumba za Juma means Juma's houses, which literally means the houses of Juma. The B of the same is nyumba zake, which is his houses. Nyumba zake. The table 3.2 and 3.3 summarizes the use of agreement prefix among personal prefixes, possessives, based on different noun classes. You will observe the nouns for animates, which is humans and animals, prompts the use of similar agreement prefix independently from the forms of the prefix. While the agreement with non-animate nouns is generally based on the form of the prefix. In both cases, the base forms of the agreement prefix are given in brackets in the middle column. The examples of the actual relationship or realization are given in bold in the right column. In the agreement prefix, most nouns for animates, e.g. mtoto or watoto, a child or children, paka, paka will be wa. Example, mtoto wangu or watoto wangu, paka wako or paka wako. In variable terms for kinship, which is close humans relationship, e.g. baba, baba, which is father or fathers, rafiki or rafiki, which is friend or friends, be baba yangu, baba zetu, rafiki yako or rafiki zako. In the next table, the noun or possessive agreement in nouns for non-animates. Non-animate noun invariable in singular plural, which is habari, habari, which is news, nyumba or nyumba, which is house or house. We say nyumba yangu, nyumba zangu, habari yako, habari zako. In non-animate nouns with no prefix in singular and ma in plural, e.g. jina or majina, which is name or names, gari or magari, which is car or cars. Non-animate nouns with prefix ki or vi in plural before the vowels, kitabu or vitabu, which is chuo or vio. Non-animate nouns with prefix mu or mu before a vowel and m before cons. Example, me in the plural. The example will be mlango or milango, which is door or doors, mwezi or miezi. In the examples we have jina langu, majina yangu, gari lako or magari yako, kitabu changu or vitabu vyetu in plural, chuo chako or vyuo vyenu in plural, mlango wangu or milango yangu or mwezi wako or miezi yako. It is important to know the plural form for non-animate nouns with no apparent prefix in order to be able to distinguish the nouns in table 3.3a from those in table 3.3b. As most nouns with no prefix are invariable in the plural, most dictionaries only give the plural form for nouns with the prefix ma in the plural. Conversely, the nouns with no apparent prefix that are presented without a plural prefix are implicitly invariable, as in table 3.3. Alright, in this exercise we are told to review exercise, the personal pronouns. Fill in the table with Swahili terms. Keep previous sections covered. Right. So the thing we are going to answer is that we have the first person where we look at the contrastive. Then we have first person singular singular, first person second and third person in singular, and the same in plural. Then we are on the right, going rightward, we have the contrastive pronouns, subject pronouns, object pronoun, and possessive pronoun. So we have me, so you answer the contrastive pronouns, subject pronoun of this, the object pronoun of that person, and me and mine. Then we can go to your contrastive pronoun, you, the subject pronoun, the object pronoun, your, or of it until you finish. I'm looking forward to seeing you, and I'm hoping that you will get almost everything correct. Until next time, bye bye. Well, let's see whether you got everything correct. It was 3.2. We are told to review exercise, the personal pronouns. Fill in the table with Swahili terms and keep previous sections covered. So on this we have the person, first person, second person, third person in singular. Then we have first person, second person, and third person in plural. Then on this side we have the contrastive pronouns, we have the subject pronouns, object pronouns, and possessive pronoun. The contrastive pronoun of first person, me, is mimi. Right? The contrastive person of second person, you, is wewe. The contrastive person of that person, him or her, is yeye. The contrastive person of first person in singular, us, is sisi. The contrastive pronoun of you, that second person plural, you or, is nyinyi, or ninyi or nyinyi. Then the contrastive pronoun of that person plural is wao. Then when it comes to the subject pronoun of the first person, I, is ni. The second singular of a subject pronoun, you, is u. The subject pronoun of he or she in that singular is a. The subject pronoun of first person plural is tu. The subject pronoun of second person plural, you or, is mu. The subject pronoun of third person plural is wa. And the object pronoun first person singular is ni. The object pronoun of second person singular is ku. The object pronoun of third person singular him or her is mu. The object pronoun of first person plural is tu. The object pronoun of second person plural is wa, and any at the end, which is not a must, you can go without. The object pronoun of third person plural them is wa. Then in the possessive pronoun, the first person singular of my or mine is angu. Of the possessive pronoun of second person your is ako. The possessive pronoun of third person singular is ake. The possessive pronoun of first person plural is etu. The possessive pronoun of second person plural your or yours, that is in or like in plural is enu. The possessive pronoun of third person plural their is ao. Welcome to this cumulative exercise. We're going to see this. It will be an assignment for you. Translate this into Swahili. Rewrite your own sentences, converting into plural, each element in singular and vice versa, whenever relevant. If it's singular, translate it to plural, and if it's plural, translate it to singular. In other words, give 2 answers per question. The first one, yesterday I read a book. Yesterday I read a book. The second one, the teacher likes the students a lot. The third one, they will go in the evening. They will go in the evening. The next one, I want to sleep now. I want to sleep now. The next one, he or she speaks Swahili a little. He or she speaks Swahili a little. Next one, the boy opens the door. The boy opens the door. The next one, he or she likes reading in the morning. He or she likes reading in the morning. The next one, I have finished reading. I have finished reading. The next one, the boys will play soccer tomorrow. The boy will play soccer tomorrow. The next one, the teacher is a woman. The teacher is a woman. Then last one, the students have books. The students have books. Translate into Swahili. Rewrite your own sentences, converting into plural each element in singular and vice versa. In other words, give 2 answers per question. Our instruction was very simple. Translate into Swahili. Rewrite your own sentences, converting into plural each element in singular and vice versa, whenever relevant, e.g. I to we. Teachers, that is teacher. In other words, give 2 answers per question. Alright. The first one was, yesterday I read a book. Yesterday I read a book. The how to answer this. The example of this is, jana nilisoma kitabu. Jana nilisoma kitabu. That is the conversion of that into Swahili. But if it's in plural, it should be jana tulisoma vitabu. Jana tulisoma vitabu. The next one, the teacher likes the students a lot. The teacher likes the students a lot. In Swahili, you say, mwalimu anapenda wanafunzi sana. That is the translation of the sentence into Swahili. But in plural, it will be, walimu wanapenda wanafunzi sana. Walimu wanapenda wanafunzi sana. The next one was they will go in the evening. They will go in the evening. This is all already in plural, so the pronunciation or the how to write it in Swahili should be watakwenda jioni. Watakwenda, which is the same as saying wataenda jioni. Wataenda jioni. The plural will be the same, wataenda jioni. The next one is I want to sleep now. This is in singular. I want to sleep now. The translation of that will be nataka kulala sasa. Nataka kulala sana. In plural, nataka kulala sana will be tunataka kulala sasa. Tunataka kulala sasa. The next one, E, is he or she speaks Swahili a little. He or she speaks Swahili a little. That is, anazungumza Kiswahili kidogo. Anazungumza Kiswahili kidogo. Note, in Swahili we don't have he or she. Both are a. Anazungumza Kiswahili kidogo. Kidogo is a little. Swahili is Kiswahili. Anazungumza is speaks. The plural of it will be wanazungumza Kiswahili kidogo. Wanazungumza Kiswahili kidogo. The next one is the boy opens the door. The boy opens the door. In Swahili, if you translate that in Swahili, it will be mvulana hufungua mlango. Mvulana hufungua mlango. In plural, it will be wavulana hufungua mlango. Hufungua, that means it's something that occurs. It's not like once, it repeats itself. Hufungua mlango. The next one is he or she likes reading in the morning. He or she likes reading in the morning, which is anapenda kusoma asubuhi. Anapenda kusoma asubuhi. In plural, it will be wanapenda kusoma asubuhi. Wanapenda kusoma asubuhi. The next one, H, is I have finished reading. I have finished reading, or I have finished reading. In Swahili, the translation of that will be nimekamilisha kusoma. Nimekamilisha kusoma. Note, you can also use nimemaliza kusoma. Nimemaliza. You can use nimekamilisha or nimemaliza kusoma. In plural, you can say tumekamilisha kusoma. Tumekamilisha kusoma, or you can also say tumemaliza kusoma. Tumemaliza kusoma. Either of it will be applicable. The next one, the boys will play soccer tomorrow. The boys will play soccer tomorrow. In translation of that, since it's already in Swahili in plural, will be wavulana watacheza mpira kesho. Wavulana watacheza mpira kesho. Wavulana watacheza mpira kesho. In plural, it will remain the same. You can say wavulana, if you want to retain it to like plural, it will be the same. Wavulana watacheza mpira kesho. But if you want to put it in to show the opposite gender of wavulana, will be wasichana, means girls. watacheza mpira kesho. Wasichana watacheza mpira kesho. The next one. The teacher is a woman. The teacher is a woman. In Swahili, we sema mwalimu ni mwanamke. Mwalimu ni mwanamke. Mwalimu ni mwanamke. In plural, it will be walimu ni wanawake. Walimu ni wanawake. Walimu ni wanawake. The last one, which is K, is the students have books. The students have books. In that it will be wanafunzi wana vitabu. Wanafunzi wana vitabu. So if you reverse it to like singular, it will be mwanafunzi ana kitabu. Mwanafunzi ana kitabu. Mwanafunzi ana kitabu. I'm hoping that you've learned something in this cumulative exercise, and I'm hoping to see you in the next one.